We keep both of the 1-drops, like them a lot, and hopefully we are able to apply enough pressure to win. I mean, if it's a Frost Death Knight, it's quite possible they have all the removal they need, but also it's possible they don't. It looks like they're gonna be a controlled Blood Death Knight, which is totally wild to me. I'm gonna play this because it doesn't die to the hero power right away, and I just think it's a nice 3-2. I mean, they could have a cheap removal, but again, in a 40-card deck, it's less reliable. We're gonna go boom, boom, and we are completely just flooding the board. This is a great opening hand. We'll life tap next turn into the Imp the following turn, and at this point, we just gotta hope to play all of our curses as quickly as possible. They'll probably coin? Oh, they're coining the sword. You're a 40-card Frost Lich King? I feel like that's a misplay. That's actually not good. I'll draw 3 cards instead. That seems better to me. Maybe we get another 1-drop. We get another Wicked Shipment to pump this up. Very good stuff going on right now. Boom, boom, boom. But I just think that's terrible. Like, the whole point of Frost Death Knight is you want to draw your Frost spells quickly and then destroy your opponent. If you're diluting your deck and you're not drawing your damage quickly, you're gonna lose. Ecor, how's it going? You messed up. You went E-C-O-R-E. It was supposed to be R-E. It was supposed to be 5 messages, Joe. I'm a little disappointed in you, but it's okay. What are you hoping to see in this year's expansions? More control. Not even necessarily control, just more like make the board matter. That's what I want to see. I don't want to die from hand anymore. I do kind of want control to come back because I like control and it's been basically useless for the past several expansions. So I would like to see that. We get to play the Mischievous Imp this turn. It is infused. Yeah, you do get to kill one of them off for free, but it's still a lot of stuff on board that you have to deal with. Next turn is going to be a little weird, but that's okay. That's right, sleep schedule is super broken right now. True, mine is also fairly broken, I get it. But yeah, I'm just hoping to see more mid-range. Like, I want board fights. I want, like, people to fight. Whoa! That's crazy, dude. What the heck? Actually, boom into touch is fine. I actually don't mind that at all. We heal a little bit. We keep our minions alive. We don't take 5 damage. We can play Tamsin next turn if my board gets wiped to heal up and draw some cards. We're in a pretty good spot. I agree to have control metas because what's the point in having 10 mana minions like the Jailer if you can't even play it? I agree with that. That's basically what I was thinking, yeah. But the other thing is, like, because this game is a mobile game first, like, that's just the way Hearthstone wants it to be. They want their games to be faster. So I definitely understand their thought process behind not, maybe I just play Bran Cultist. But I understand their thought process. I really do. I mean, I don't necessarily agree with it, but I understand why they're doing what they're doing. I'd rather just draw cards, get some more imps, and then I'll play more cards later on. It'll be fine. We get Grimmer of Sacrifice, which is cool. That's okay. We got 2 of them, and then Imp King of Foam. Not a great draw. What should I do after hitting Legend rank from a fresh account? I don't have cards to craft other decks other than Shockspitter Hunter. What the hell is this? What is this? Who are you? What are you doing? I think I do just go Bran Cultist at this point. I don't think anything else really matters. I mean, we give him 2 curses. It's not efficient, but it'll help infuse some stuff maybe. We give him 2 curses. They have to kill this stuff off. I was hoping the spell damage would actually make him take more damage because spell damage makes things do more damage. And it's a card in their hand. I think it should actually interact that way. I genuinely do believe that it should interact that way. But we're gonna play Abyssal Wave next turn, and all we need is like 1 more curse and we win the game, so it's not a big deal. But I do think that that would be an interesting way for that to interact. I need to freeze my 3/4 or kill it this turn. They are gonna freeze it probably with a touch. Unholy Frenzy. Fair enough, actually. Vile Library does nothing. We're gonna do this first. Because if we life tap and we get a minion and we don't want the minion to die to the Abyssal Wave, they're going to take 4 damage. All we need is 1 more curse and we win. Shouldn't be that hard to get. They have to spend 2 mana next turn. I mean, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 curses in the deck. We've got 1, 2, 3, because the last spell we played was Abyssal Wave, so that's 3, 4, 5 in the deck still. And we have 2 draws to get them. Fel Rift, pretty cool, I guess. Another Fel Rift is fine. We get that, we'll life tap once. We get another Fel Rift, it appears, which is kind of cool, I guess. We get another Fel Rift? Okay, this is a bit ridiculous at this point. And we get that cool, so we do end up winning the game. Bada bing, bada boom, bada pow, and turn, the game is over. Got a little bit scared there for a second, but 5 cards out of 12 were pretty good odds. Okay, so into this matchup, what we're gonna have to do, hey, how's it going, Jesus or Jesus, I'm not sure. We're going to keep none of these cards. We want some early game imps. If we don't get early game imps, we are not able to snowball, and we want the curses later, because we're gonna take a lot of damage, because the hunter is just known for doing a lot of freaking damage. We're hoping for a 2-drop, or even just a 1-drop that we can play on turn 2, so we can at least put something on the board. How's it going though? Oh, hola from Mexico. So I would assume it would be Jesus, but I'm not sure. Maybe this is, I could be wrong. I don't know. Hi, how's it going, Maja? How are you? Pending catastrophe, draw 2 for 2. I'll do it. I feel like there's never gonna really be a better time. Like, I guess I could maybe do it after a Fiendish Circle, but I don't think that's ever gonna be that good. The main reason being, if I play it later, then I could end up getting run down. It ends up like, it looks like it's gonna be a Thief Rogue, which means I think maybe with enough early game pressure, we could actually win this game without too much of a problem here, actually. Hey, how's it going? Hola from Spain. How's it going? How's it going? Coining out, wait, what are you coining out? I guess you could be coining out a 3-drop. Yeah, it's fair. I kind of want to touch that, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. I'm going to just go Fiendish Circle, go face, just to push as much damage as possible. And then I can touch that next turn along with playing the Cultist. I got to Warlock, or I got 1,000 wins with Warlock because of your Warlock bomb deck that you like so much. Yeah, I really like the OTK Warlock deck. I think it's the most fun. The only problem is there are a lot of decks out there that can do just as much damage, if not more, even faster. So like, even though I'm able to OTK you turn 8 or 9, Hunter and Rogue and Paladin and basically any deck that's even remotely meta right now can do even more damage, which sucks. No Evil Library Sag, true. Can't really do anything about it. Luckily, this is active though, right? They're gonna kill off everything, which is just not fun. I mean, I can trade in and play this, which is infused, which is not terrible. Going into the next turn, it's fine. Turn 6, you want to play you with you. Turn 5, it can be this, maybe another 1-drop if we can find it. But yeah, no Wicked Shipment turn 2 into Fiendish Circle was definitely a bummer, but nothing that's in my control, honestly. Play Mage, please. I probably won't be playing Mage today. Nothing personal or anything. It's just not on my list of decks to play. I can check, though. After these, it's probably going to be Druid, then Death Knight, Control Warrior, then Big Spell Mage. Big Spell Mage is in several decks. I'll probably play it tomorrow or the day after that. Shadow Step to Russian again. Fair enough. Hey, from Sweden, quick question. Do you think Evolved Shaman or Shockspitter Hunter is better? Shockspitter Hunter is better by a pretty wide margin, in my personal opinion. Wait, how did they deal 2 damage to the other one? Oh, they still had their 2-1 up. That's fair. Lady Darkvein. I was hoping again to draw a 1-drop that I could play, maybe another touch, maybe a Librarian, Imp, Wicked Shipment, another touch, anything really. So the fact that I've drawn nothing is pretty unfortunate. We're gonna go boom into kill the 3-2. I don't really want to play Zakul yet because I don't really need that healing. I'd rather play this a little bit later. Boom plus this is good. Then we have Lady Darkvein turn 7. We can trade them in and potentially do a decent amount of damage and then try to finish them off with Zakul. Honestly, if it's turn 8, we could potentially go Zakul with if it's turn 8, we could potentially go Zakul with what's it called? Bran, if we happen to draw it. I mean, odds are I guess we will draw it. Cool. Boom into double dragged below on the 5/5. I don't think we're going to lose the game quite yet. We're also going to kill the 2/2. Force them to try to kill the 1/3. They're not going to overdraw because this curse will go away first, but we'll play Lady Darkbane next turn unless we draw Abyssal Wave, in which case maybe we play that. And then the turn 8, we will try to finish them off with these. That's unfortunate. But if they do play that, that means they can't. Okay, that's some decent damage, actually. That's pretty good for them. Into an Abyssal Curse to take a little bit less damage. And I think if I play Lady Darkbane, we should be able to clean this up pretty easily. Both? Wait, did you play prep? Oh, you did play prep. Fair enough, fair enough. As long as one more curse connects, we're pretty happy. As long as one more curse connects, we're pretty happy. I also don't really want to hero power here because I don't want to take more damage and potentially die. The 2/1s, luckily for me, will potentially hit my own minions. Like, even if they get Flame Strike, okay, collateral damage, it will hit their own stuff on the bright side, right? We do take a lot of damage, but drag below twice. And then we're gonna go Branza Cool for a decent amount of damage as well. It doesn't even really matter. Okay, hits the 6, which is exceptional. And they basically lose next turn. I knew that that was possible, but there's not really much I could do. They luckily did not have lethal, and we should be able to finish them off turn 8. Without even having Via Library, we were able to do quite a bit of damage. We have 4, 5 damage. We just need one more curse, but we're gonna get 2, and it's gonna heal us. So we're gonna go bada bing, bada boom, and end turn, and watch all this healing. It's like we didn't even take damage that turn. Shaman OTK, what's that about? You're gonna have to wait and see. That's all I gotta say. Look at that. Look at that. I basically took no damage that game. Easy peasy. Okay, so this hand is phenomenal. We got 1 drop, we got 2 drop, we got 3 drop. Worst case scenario, we get very little pumps, but best case scenario, we're gonna get a lot of pumps. It'll probably be an Evolved Shaman, which means they'll run Primordial Wave and get rid of a decent amount of my pumps. You're a rogue. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair is fair. I will play that. I will play Vile Library next turn. It's either that or play Fiendish Circle. Not 100% sure. I could coin out Fiendish Circle next turn. Okay. Sure thing. I was hoping to find a touch. Didn't end up getting it. It's okay. Vile Library feels weak to me here. But I guess we could still just double trade in and save the Vile Library until after we play Fiendish Circle. And then we're going to coin out Imp King Reform on turn 5. So turn 3 is going to be this plus pump. Turn 4, I don't know. Turn 5, coin this out because it will be fully infused. And then we'll also be able to activate this again. A 3/5 for 2 mana seems pretty good. Luckily, it's not 0, though. We'll pump up that. It's pretty strong. We can play Drag Below to kill off the 3/5 after it trades into a 1/1. And we're very happy here. I lost against a Quest Warlock today, and he was using Flightmaster Dunger. I don't even know how to say the name. I apologize. The guy was playing it as a budget, but he got the combo and healed himself back to full. We're going to play Drag Below and go full face here. I don't necessarily think that it's good. But, like, if you're not expecting it, that's what some of those off-meta decks do, right? They beat you with surprise. You don't really expect them to make a certain play, and they end up winning because of that. Wild Pawn Knoll, how many of these do I need? I need 2 more. Sure thing. Okay. I think I ignore the 6/6, and I literally just go full face and try to finish them off next turn. That's what, 9 damage? They have to come up with 21 more damage. Okay, my bad. 18 more damage on 6 mana, which isn't impossible, but I also feel like isn't super likely. Like, this is now fully infused. Boom. We pump up this. We win the game like next turn. They need to come up with 18 more damage on 6 mana. I don't think is possible, right? Even if they go Wicked Stab, Wicked Stab, Wicked Stab, they still lose. We're just setting up to get lethal like next turn, and they're all at 3 HP, so if they trade, they die, and then also we have Tamsin to finish them off later. But yeah, off-meta stuff, one of the big things about off-meta decks is they don't expect the cards that you're going to play, so sometimes they can get wins when you're not expecting it. Curse Implock, still viable. Saw your awesome top 10 video, trying to climb from the top 7K. I think it's good. I think it's probably the best Warlock deck out there if you want to play the game, or play that deck. And if you actually look at the win rates, it's still a top 6 deck, Diamond through Legend, in terms of win rate. And the play rate isn't even, like, that low. The play rate is 2%, which sounds low, but, like, Shockspitter Hunter, which is one of the most popular decks, is only at about 6. So, I mean, even though it's not as popular as some of the top decks, it's still a very popular, good deck. I've been letting YouTube play the next video. How did I end up at this random to me live? That's super interesting. I don't know why. Do you watch any Hearthstone videos or Marvel Snap videos of any kind, Bobby, if you don't mind me asking? Because if no, then that's super duper weird. Okay, so they're gonna play the... No way that they got a random concoction that says destroy an enemy minion. No way that's the random concoction they got off of this. That's crazy, dude. That's crazy. I'd rather just draw some cards here. I'm not gonna finish them off with Abyssal Wave. I might as well hold out for a little bit. Kill off some minions, draw some cards, get a little reset going. None at all. Lots of Marvel comic videos. I don't even play Marvel Snap on this channel. Marvel Snap is on my second channel. So if you showed up on that one, I guess it would make sense. That was an insane top deck. That's crazy for them. But I mean, you can hang out, Bobby, if you want, or leave. It's up to you. Really? Wow. That was a really good set of cards. Why would you not go for draw 4 cards here? I feel like that's really the only way you could possibly do anything. I mean, we're able to kill off basically everything. We get a Flame Imp, which is nice. How much damage can I do here? Let's go this, and then go drag to below, and then this one, because it's a little bit beefier. I don't want them to draw a card or anything. They'll take 5 damage. We kill them next turn with this. It'll do 4, unless they miraculously get some healing. Greetings, dude. Can you please try OTK Shaman with Aslar, Bran, and Macaw? It's 32 damage, 11... 32 damage, 11 turn. You can't get 11 mana is the problem. I have a different OTK I'm gonna do. We like the 1-drop, and we want to get rid of everything else. We can draw the curses a little bit later. We need everything to be early game pressure. The more early game pressure, the better for this deck and this matchup. We want to coin out Reform turn 5 if possible, so we're probably not gonna play this. Okay, it might not be Shockspitter Hunter, which means maybe we change our game plan a little bit. We might coin out something else then. 2 Flustered Librarians, not bad. We've got this to kill off the 2/2 Spirit Poacher that they're about to play. I'll hit them with the greetings, because they're greeting me. Could also be a 40-card Thief Rogue, which is not super popular, but is still played at least a little bit. Another Librarian. If we can find Fiendish Circle, we'll go crazy. Have you ever finished a game with a draw in Standard? Yes, I actually did against Firebat back when he streamed. It was awesome. It was insane. I was so happy that I was able to do it. And I basically just played Hellfire on the final turn. I'm like, well, I'm not gonna win the game, so I'm gonna make it so that they can't win the game. And then I won, or then we tied. This hand is darn near one of the worst hands I could have possibly imagined. Wow, this is not good. Useless, fairly useless, useless, also useless. Deal 2 damage to this? Oh, you deal 2 damage to my face. Fair enough. I mean, another Mischievous Imp. I mean, I guess I'll play this turn and kill this off. I'll play this next turn, and then I'll play this turn 6 and save the coin for something else, I guess. But the problem is, I'm taking too much damage. I'm not applying enough pressure. I will admit, though, Abyssal Wave into Lady Darkvein turn 3-4 or whatever is pretty solid. Oh, this ends up living. Yikes. Well, hit here. This infuses, we'll play that, and then we'll touch this. It's not fully infused yet, so that's not good. Boom, into touch. And then next turn will be this. Next turn will be this. Next turn will be this. And then Grimmer with this, I guess. I don't know. We do need to play Imp King Reform for maximum pressure on the board. Fair enough. Maybe we play the coin and play Grimmer of Sacrifice. Oh, yuck. I think we do, actually. I think we actually do to kill off this board. Yes, it's gonna make the Lady Darkvein play a little bit worse later on, but we get a touch to kill off one of my own minions, so it's fine. Boom, coin Grimmer. This hand went from pretty bad to kind of insane. And there's 2 and 2. We'll do that to kill off all the minions though. We lose a 5-5, but we wipe the board, which I think is still worth it. We've got you if necessary. If not, Tamsin with touch, or maybe we can draw a little bit. I don't know. Dragged below should have been held. Maybe. I don't fully agree though. You hit here, and then it's gonna go dragged. I don't think it should have been held, because against Shockspitter Hunter, it's not going to do anything. The way you beat Shockspitter Hunter in this matchup is you flood the board with imps. If I knew it was going to be Beast Hunter, I would have kept it. But since I had no way of actually knowing, there was no reason for me to have kept that. There was no reason for me to have kept it, because it's too slow into the Shockspitter matchup. It's 3 mana to maybe kill a minion and do like 2 damage. It's just not enough. But again, if I knew it was Beast Hunter, I would have kept it, yeah. Let's see here. 1 drop, perfect. Actually, I kind of want to keep Mischievous Imp because it's going to be almost guaranteed infused for a good turn 4 play. But the problem is I want to try to find a little bit better tempo. If I had the coin, I'd keep that almost 100% of the time. I end up drawing a new one, so it's fine. Craft the hero cards, they're insane. Yeah, I guess if you're going to craft any cards from before, the hero cards are probably one of the better ones to craft. But even then, are any of them good enough? Like, Scabs is okay in Rogue. Tavish is good. We find Vile Library, which is a very, very good top deck for us. Love to see that. Always love to see that. But, like, the Paladin one is just too slow. I forgot Priest even had one. Shamans is fine. Warriors is one of the only playable cards in Warrior. Mage got nerfed, but the infinite scaling's pretty nice. We get the Cultist. I mean, I'll just play it for tempo, might as well. The more cards on the board, the better. We just need to do stuff, you know? Druid, oh wait, Druids is broken. I forgot. Druid definitely for sure. Demon Hunter for sure. But even then, like, everything's gonna rotate out soon. We only really have them for another 2 or 3 months. I would say just craft nothing and save it. Only Curse Lock is viable, or do we need imps to win? I mean, I don't think you need the imps to win necessarily. Let's pump up this, give it a slightly higher stat line so it's a little bit harder to kill off. But I mean, I think you need the imps to win personally, because if you want to play a more control style deck, you're just gonna die turn 6 or 7 to Miracle Rogue or Shockspitter Hunter, and there's not really much you can do about it. If the meta slows down by a couple of turns, I would say you don't need imps. I would say without imps is definitely fine. I've got 15 damage. Dragged below is exact lethal here. And we basically just kill him turn 5. And this is why the curses are so good. Or the imps are so good. Like, they give you that early game win con to beat snowbally decks. Okay, so Flame Imp is good. We're gonna get rid of Touch as well, though. I want to try to get as much early game pressure as I possibly can. How well is this deck done today, actually? I have not played this deck that much this season. 10 and 4 so far today? God dang, I did not expect it to be that good. What the heck is happening? We'll play that, then we're gonna play this next turn, and then we're gonna play Fiendish Circle, and if we can draw an Impending Catastrophe or Vile Library, the game is over. If we can find one of those 2 things. It'll be absolutely absurd. Trog? Do we have to kill the Trog? I think we have to kill the Trog. I think we actually have to kill the Trog, because if we don't, oh my god, we drew a Vile Library. Because if we don't, they're gonna get a lot of 1/2s, which will be able to kill my 1/1s, and that's pretty bad. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna probably play Fiendish Circle next turn into Vile Library turn 4. They're gonna kill off my 4/2. Oh, they're not gonna kill off my 4/2. That's a little bit weird. A little weird, if you ask me. And Impending, holy crap. This is like the perfect hand. I'll kill this off, I guess. I don't even think I care at this point. No, yeah, I mean, they would have been able to just do here Howling Blast and kill everything. If they have specifically that oh, okay, I will admit, that could be really bad. But at the same time, I think it's just a bit too slow. I don't think it matters. Let's draw a bunch of cards. And then play this and pump up the 6/2. and then we'll just kill him. Boom, 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 boom. We'll kill him with curses next turn. Oh my god, this should be illegal. This can't be allowed. Oh, I feel gross. I mean, yeah, you punish me for having a wide board, but like, this is illegal. Look at this. Holy moly, they should revert the Renathal nerf. I agree. I think the Renathal nerf was like the worst possible thing they could have done. What are you doing? Oh, you're gonna kill that by dealing 3 to it and then kill up another one with 2. Interesting. I like that. I mean, obviously I don't like it, but it's a fine play. Touch. Dragged below, and then these go face, and that's lethal. Not to mention we also have another librarian, which is kind of cool. We just keep winning games in 2 minutes. What the heck? This is too fast.